don't know anything about you. They don't care about you. They're not thinking about you. Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. That is one of the four agreements. Don't take it personally. And I'm telling you, whenever you feel this overwhelming sensation to read a book, to go back and reread a book, to go back and open a chapter and scan this paragraph, do it. Because that's your spirit, guys. That's your spirit team telling you, you know what? I have a message for you. And you're not really tuned in right now to receive this message. So I'm going to give you a title of a book. I'm going to give you the name of the book. I'm going to tell you to open a book right now to a chapter, and I want you to read that, and you'll be able to receive the information from that particular text, from that particular book. And this day in particular, I had an urge to read The Four Agreements. The Four Agreements is by Don Miguel Ruiz, and this is a self-help book. This is a self-help book based on wisdom that offers a code of conduct for personal freedom, happiness, and love by breaking self-limiting beliefs. And when I tell you, when that book called me and said, Coach Rika, read me, read me. I said, why? I already read you before. I already know what's in you. And the book said, read it again before you go horseback riding. Read it, read it, read it. So it's a very quick read. You can actually read this book on a treadmill. You can read this book when you go for a walk. I'm telling you, it's very, very quick. But the information is going to punch you in the gut. It's a gut punch because you're going to wake up and say, wait a minute, I've been living life the wrong way the whole time. And all I had to do was live life based on these four agreements. Because let me tell you, I read that book before I went horseback riding. And I said, oh, I know why you wanted me to read this book before I went horseback riding. I see now because I went to this ranch in Atlanta, and it was an amazing ranch. So beautiful. I love horses. I love animals. And at this ranch, and we got done horseback riding. I just stayed around for a bit to chat. I love to talk. So I stayed around. I chatted with the ranch manager, the ranch owner. I'm not sure which one she was. We're outside talking for a bit. And in our conversation, she revealed to me that her neighbor that's across from the ranch, he was outside on the porch while we were talking. She said, well, he's always out there just looking at us, and I don't understand why he's not coming over here, why he's not supporting our business. I don't understand why he's not really talking to us like that when he's just sitting on the porch looking at us. And so I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, she's telling me why, but I don't know his reasoning why. So I just said my reasoning. I said, well, if I lived close to you, I'd probably be riding the horses all the time. That's just my perspective. For me, I don't know about him. For me. And she was like, yeah, I know, right? So I don't understand why he's not coming over here. I was like, I don't know. That got nothing to do with me. I don't know. So we started talking about something else, but she was really offended that her neighbor wouldn't come over to support her business. So I was like, oh, wow, she's really offended by this. So we got done with that conversation, and my experience was over with. So I went to my car. Sitting in my car for a minute on my phone, looking in the mirror, doing my little thing, and I noticed somebody ride by behind my car. I said, wait a minute. That shirt looks familiar because when we were looking at the neighbor from across the ranch, we could only see his top up because he was sitting on the porch. And so I said, that top looks familiar. That's her neighbor. So my nosy tail, I looked out the window, I'm looking around, I'm like, okay, let me see him. Let me see who this person is that she was just talking about. Y'all, I turn around. Tell me why this man in the wheelchair. Tell me why he in a wheelchair. So I thought to myself, okay, maybe she knows this information. So maybe he's just like weak. He has some bilateral weakness or something like that. So I got a little bit more nosy, and I really opened the door, and I looked at him and I said, wait a minute. This man don't even have any legs. This man don't have any legs. So when you read the four agreements, it tells you not to take things personally because things aren't about you. Things aren't about you. People are doing things and treating you a certain way and showing up a certain way because of them. It's never about you. So I was able to kind of sort of be in two different worlds at the same time because in one world, in one reality, I got to experience a person who was offended by this other person who wasn't coming to support them. And then in the other reality, I got to experience the person on the opposite end of it, of the offense, and to recognize that he couldn't get on the horse. He's a double amputee. Double amputee. Not single, not just one leg, and maybe he can Get on a horse and still ride it. He's a double amputee, meaning he has no legs. Above the knee amputation. Okay? How is this man gonna come over to support y'all? And I said, wait a minute, spirit team, is that why you told me to read this book so I can really feel it and really see it in real life, the things that I do as well? Is that why you want me to see it play out in front of my face? You want to see me have this experience where someone is being offended by someone else when it's really just false, when it's really just made up because this man can't support you anyway. And I started to say, okay, let's be inside his world for a minute. Let's look at his perspective. And then I began to kind of think about his perspective. Okay, maybe he's sitting on the porch because that's the only way he can support it. Maybe he's sitting on the porch all the time and looking at you, with all of your guests ride these horses because that's the only thing that he can do. So you're taking it personally when the whole time he can't even get on the horse. And his way of contributing to your business is to have this excitement and this joy from seeing you thrive in this area. Each and every time, people don't have to come and support you and help you, especially when they don't know you. Sometimes support looks like I get to experience joy just from looking at you and just from watching you. So don't take things personally. And this goes for all the people who are starting new businesses, who are going off to school, who starting families and all these things. And you feel like, oh, this person isn't supporting me. Oh, well, I don't understand why they're not supporting me. Baby, you don't know what's going on. And I'm not going to say they're a double amputee, but you don't know what's going on. And that really showed me in real life that I need to step back sometimes because I found myself getting offended too. Like, oh man, why this person didn't support me? And I don't know why they didn't come to my support. I don't know what's going on. It's not about me. Don't take it personally. So that was just a real life experience for me to slow down. Slow down before you get offended. Don't take things personally. That's why my spirit team wanted me to read that book before I went to that ranch because they said, listen, you need to learn this lesson and it's going to be through you or someone else. And it was through someone else that day. And I really learned to not take things personally because that man didn't have no legs. And I'm pretty sure this man probably stay up and just pray and wish like, oh man, I'm so happy she got those horses over there. I can't wait to wake up the next day. I can't wait to see her do her thing. It makes me so excited. On his end, he's probably just like happy and excited because you have these horses in his front yard basically doing all these things that he can't do and he just gets to feel it. In your reality, you upset. And I'm just like, wait a minute. So now you're allowing your energy to be drained because you feel this way about this person when he's just like, I'm vibrating high, baby. I'm vibrating high, baby. So anytime I feel this way, because naturally emotions are going to come up, right? So whenever they do come up, I always remind myself, you don't know what's going on right now. This person might be in a wheelchair. You just don't know. So I'm saying all this to say, number one, follow your gut, follow your intuition. Whenever you feel like you got an urge to read a book or watch a movie, even listen to a song, go back and reread something that you wrote 5 years ago, do it because sometimes that thing is to teach you about yourself. It's to send you a message because clearly you weren't getting it. I wasn't getting the message. I'm not going to even lie. I wasn't getting the message. And so, spirit, universe, source had to show me in real time, like, look. So I said, I'm looking, I see it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And stay open to receiving whatever information it is that your spirit guides are trying to send you because people think that being spiritual or being intuitive is this like magical thing, which it is magical, but they think that, all of a sudden something ghostly has to come in front of you and tell you what to do when really and truly it's your gut feeling. It's your intuition. It's what you feel like you need to do. So I felt like I needed to read that book and I did. And I was shown the lesson in front of me right after I got done with the book. Understand, at that moment there, I got a chance to take a peek into people's reality and their universes. But when you read a book too, you also get to almost be in someone else's world, be in someone else's universe. And then after you read the book, you let the lesson integrate in your DNA and your cells and you feel it and you experience it. And you're just like, I see what you're saying now. Because sometimes when you read a book, it don't click yet. It's not clicking. But when you start to live life and you go throughout these experiences, you start to make the connections within those books, within that other person's universe in their mind and their brain. And you start to say, okay, well, let me take this action because this person who wrote this book and studied for 25 years on this particular topic, they did this. So maybe I can integrate that lesson in my life too. And that's what happened when you read books. When it happened to me, so it happened to you. So that's how your spirit team talks to you. Second thing, just don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. And if you do take it personal, and if you do try to assign a story to that other person, make it a positive story. Make it something that benefits you. Say, oh, he's not coming over here because maybe today just not his day to come. It's not that he don't like me. Maybe today just not his day to come. He'll come over one day and talk to me and say something. And maybe that's why he didn't even come over there to talk to her, because maybe he felt the energy already. Like, I like the horses, but I don't know if I like you. And maybe he was right. so so anyway, y'all, don't take things personal. Don't take it personally, like Monica told you and like the four agreements told you to. Okay, you're gonna get yourself in a lot of trouble. Thank you for watching. I hope that something that I said today is gonna help you along your journey, and I hope that it resonated with you today, and you can take this message and you can apply it to your life too.